Good morning. Happy Friday. Focus. Friday the 7th of January. Flipping heck. How the heck did I get there? Sorry, my hair's gone blurry today. I can't do it because it's gone mirrored. Happy New Year. 2022. Let's hope to God it's going to be a better year than last year. I hope you all had lovely Christmases and had good breaks, and that January is turning out to be an okay month. I think that's about all we can do with okay. At least it's sunny, really sunny. It's very cold, but it's very sunny today, which is lovely. And it's Friday, so we're almost through the first week, which is wonderful. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about the 8 reasons why companies hire external advisors. Now, if you are a big corporation, then you've probably got internal advisors all over the place. But having an external advisor is a very, very different matter. And if you are a small company wanting to scale, then having an external advisor is hugely beneficial for certain reasons. So we're going to go through what those 8 reasons are. And please do comment and say hi. Otherwise, I don't know if you're there. I know some people are there, but I don't know who you are. So please do comment. It'd be lovely. Hello, Leslie. How lovely to see you. So today, Leslie, we're talking about external advisors, advisors, and why companies would hire an external advisor. So first of all, one of the main reasons that people hire external advisors is for creative thinking. Hiring a consultant or an advisor can expose a company to a whole load of new ideas that they would never, ever have considered otherwise. And since they're not involved in the day-to-day operations of the business, the external consultant or advisor, whichever you like to call them, can offer unique perspectives and innovative solutions, and therefore breathe life into a stagnating business, which can be really, really useful. Good morning, Lizzie. How lovely to see you as well. They will also give you a new perspective on industry challenges. They've usually external consultants and advisors have worked with all sorts of different types of businesses, and they understand what works and what doesn't work. When a company is experiencing challenges in their business, whether they're wanting to grow, whether they are having difficulties with their suppliers, it doesn't really matter what those challenges are. It's quite likely that your external advisor, consultant person has actually seen this before in other businesses that they're working with. An external advisor often has the skills and knowledge necessary to quickly identify any challenges and implement those solutions quite quickly as well. Number 3 is enhanced leadership capability. So when you start to get an external advisor involved in your strategic planning, those sessions can provide invaluable insight into potential business challenges and opportunities. So take note, challenges and opportunities that I'm saying. Experienced advisors can help leaders to develop better strategies to address the problems and accomplish those goals. They can also provide a very unbiased outside perspective, shall we say, as to what's actually happening within that business. Number 4 is scaling up. Scaling a company is difficult, but having the right consultant or advisor by your side makes it really so much easier. Having an additional set of experienced eyes on your business can also be invaluable in terms of getting feedback. You know, when you're looking at your figures sometimes, or you're looking at a project that you're doing or something like that, if you get fresh eyes on it, that person will almost always see something that you haven't seen, that you haven't noticed, because you get blind, you get snowblind to these things. But having somebody else outside of the company gives them a completely different perspective, which is really useful. And they can not only give you really good feedback, but they can also identify areas for improvement or helping you solve those problems that might actually have been holding you back. Number 5 is increased efficiency. A really good strategy is useless without proper implementation. This is why many companies choose to hire external advisors, because having that additional set of hands on deck can help a company really achieve their goals. And also that advisor will probably keep them very much accountable to whatever it is that those goals happen to be. Cost effectiveness. Having an in-house advisor consultant is going to be seriously expensive. But if you can have an external advisor, then the cost effectiveness is going to be huge, because you're only going to be paying them for the time that they're actually working with you or on your business, not for all of the rest of the time. And also, if you've got an in-house advisor, unless you're going to be able to keep them busy and working for you and just for you all the time that they're working, all 40 hours of the week or whatever it is that they're working, then it's very unlikely that you're actually going to be getting as much from them as you might do, you could do. Number 7 is an unbiased perspective. And I think this is probably one of the most crucial parts of having an external advisor. It's really difficult for in-house employees to maintain any sort of neutrality, as they are so immersed in that company culture. But external consultants or advisors are not involved in the day-to-day operations, and they never will be, and they never want to be, because if they get involved in the day-to-day operations of how things work, then it's much more likely that things won't work properly for them. So it means that they can take a much more objective approach to helping companies achieve those goals. And it's always best to have an unbiased perspective on the challenges and opportunities your company is facing. And if you are trying to get funding, for instance, for scaling up your business, whatever it happens to be, whether it's buying new equipment, taking on new staff, whatever it happens to be, then having an unbiased approach is going to be much more effective as far as dealing with the funding companies, because you're not involved in the day-to-day. Number 8 is the decision making. External advisors often have the ability to help companies make really critical decisions. And this is because they're not involved in the daily operations. It all comes down to not being involved in the day-to-day operations, because you get bogged down in it. We all do in our own businesses, but having an external advisor means that they don't do that. And it makes such a big difference. It means that they're often more willing to consider how big changes or difficult decisions can actually bring benefits. So in conclusion, there are actually many reasons why companies hire external advisors, but it's always worth having an experienced outside perspective when it comes to strategizing, identifying opportunities, and overcoming those challenges. The acumen that an external advisor can bring to your business really can make all of the difference in terms of growth, efficiency, and financial success. If you know anybody who might need some help with talking to an external advisor, not necessarily using me as an external advisor, but might need some help talking to me about it or anything like that, then I am here to help. Please do come along. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. And next week is even better than this week. Thank you so much. Bye.